Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman. And today, we will be taking a look at the retro Fantastic Four Hasbro Pulse exclusive Human Torch non-flaming version. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both. That's cool too. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. And first up, as we normally do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's take a look at the packaging. And this will be a double look at the packaging. And then here we have 4 and Up, Marvel Comics, Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four symbol, Fantastic Four. Artwork of Johnny shooting a fireball, and he looks kind of goofy on there, like he's goofing off, as usual. Human Torch, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. And Hasbro print. On the bottom, nothing. On the top, nothing. On this side, nothing. Wrong. Small print, fine print, legalese print stuff. Oh, it includes figure and 5 accessories. On this side, nothing. On the back, warning, don't stick things in your French pie hole. Ahung, don't stick things in your other language pie holes. Recycled print, Hasbro print, symbols I'm not gonna learn, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, a barcode, and Marvel. Now that does it for a look at this outside white mailer type packaging. Now I know I opened this thing up and took a look at it already. Where did I pop that tape? Right here. And let's pull it out. Ooh. And let's get rid of the sleeve, or the mailer box, whatever you would like to call it. And let's take a look at the packaging inside the packaging. Again, like the previous figure, Invisible Woman. You do have that prismatic. I think this goes through the entire wave. I think the Doctor Doom retro even had that prismatic look to it. And then 4 and Up, Marvel Comics, Fantastic Four. There's artwork from the Marvel Power Hour, it looks like. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole. Hasbro print. And there's a nice blister showing off Johnny and his accessories. Human Torch, and then there's that goofy looking Johnny again. Artwork. Nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom. Side, just a blister. Then on the back, Marvel Fantastic Four. That goofy Johnny artwork again. An illustration showing parts and pieces. Then we have Human Torch. Fiery and hot-headed, the Human Torch can burn through just about any adversity with a smile. And that's it. Everything else is the same stuff in language I don't speak or read. Fantastic Four, also look for the cross sale, Mr. Fantastic, Marvel's Thing, Marvel's Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Psycho Man, and the High Evolutionary. Each sold separately, subject to availability. Don't stick things in your French pie hole that don't belong there. Achtung, don't stick things in your other language pie holes that don't belong there. Recycled print, Hasbro print, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not gonna learn, and a barcode. And that, my friends, does it for a look at both sets of packaging. And now let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And we have handy dandy tweezers here. And first up, let's take a look. He has a fist which replaces this fist, which has a piece of flame on it. And we'll get to that when we take a look at the figure. But nothing new there. Same with this one, just a fist. And they're both on in and out hinges. And on this one he has the open hand, and then a flame effect that hooks around his arm, flame effect that hooks around his other arm, and then one that goes around his neck and back and shoulders. And we'll get to those in just a minute. Now, for the figure himself, this is pretty much just a repaint of the Johnny Storm Human Torch from the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave, except for the feet. The feet are different, and when we get to comparisons, we'll take a look at that if I remember to do it. But there you go. Nice, cocky head sculpt. A little bit of paint blemish right there on mine. And of course, I bumped the camera. And I may be able to get that off, I don't know. And, you know, nice classic white and blue Fantastic Four uniform, which is what it should be. And, you know, it doesn't quite line up here unless you pose it super correctly. And even then, it kind of looks off and the back doesn't match up, so... you know, it looks like it's mostly molded in blue. Then it's got some white paint here. And the hands, of course, are probably molded in this semi-translucent plastic, and then white paint. And then, you know, paint app here, here, here. And then nice, I like the face, but mine has some defects in it, it looks like. Like his face is scarred up. But the eyes are nice. And the little cocky eyebrow there. And then the white here. This is probably molded in white. This is all molded in blue, so it's mostly just molded with slight paint apps, and mine has a big old piece of paint slop on it right there. That's not very nice. QC, Hasbro, QC. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure's articulation. He can, of course, do the full Exorcist. If you work with the head a little bit, he'll look up that far and down that far. And I think he can chicken neck. Yeah, just a little chicken neck going on there. And just a little tiny bit of waggle. The shoulders, he does have a butterfly joint. Goes back that far. Forward that far. It does go up better than 90. It does get a full 360 degrees of rotation at the shoulder. Then another 360 here at this cut and the upper bicep. Double hinged pinned elbow, nothing new. And let's see, you can get that much range of motion out of it. So it's about 90. Hinge and swivel at the wrist, and it's on an in and out hinge, just like the spare hands. Can't really go out too far with it because of this flame effect on him. And same thing on this side, it's an in and out hinge and 360 degree swivel. He does have ab crunch. Back that far. Forward that far. Cut at the waist for 360 degrees of rotation. At the legs, he'll give you that much of the splits. He will kick forward that far. He really doesn't kick back too far at all. Cut here at the upper thigh for 360 of rotation. A double hinged pinned knee gives you that much range of motion. At the upper shin, a boot cut at the top of the boot. 360 degrees of rotation. Ankle goes down that far. It goes up that far. And of course, forward facing pin for rocker. Excuse me. Now, as far as the flame effects go, they just kind of wrap around a little bit. So he's kind of like, I'm getting flamey. Flame on, man. Now I'm gonna go race a car. Because I'm Johnny Storm. I'm racing cars and kissing girls. That's what I do, man. So there's the flame effects for his arms. And then this one just kind of clips around the back there. So, I wonder if it clip around the front. Let's see. Not really. So, around the back. I really don't care for that look myself. Look at that eyebrow. Can you smell what the torch is cooking? Ugh. Alright, and there's a look at the figure. And his accessories. And now comes my favorite part of a review, the comparisons. And we're going to start things off with the very first Toy Biz Marvel Legends Human Torch. And here is another Toy Biz Human Torch. In his he's flaming on. And then here is a Hasbro version of Johnny flaming on. And here's the Johnny from the Super Scroll Build-A-Figure Wave. And as you can see, the shoes, the difference in the shoes here. This one has grips. This one doesn't. But that's how he looked at the time when he wore that particular uniform. As you can see, he has the same flame effects and the same flame hands. Just they're glowy. And here we have the regular edition Human Torch, all fully flamed. Here's the retro carded Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Here he is with the retro carded Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, or Sue Richards, Sue Storm Richards, however you decide to call her. But his sister Sue, from the regular card, and here is Invisible Woman, the Invisible Woman, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive variant. I'm sorry, stuff is trying to fall while I'm trying to film a review, of course. And here he is with his best bud, Benjamin J. Grimm, the Thing. It's clobbering time. And here he is with a Toy Biz version of his nephew, Franklin. Here he is with his replacement from the very first Fantastic Four animation, Herbie, because, you know, people thought kids are stupid, and let's light ourselves on fire to emulate the Human Torch. Here's a former teammate, although she's not in her complete Fantastic Four look, Jennifer Walters, the She-Hulk. And here she is from the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave, She-Hulk. And here is Fantastic Four's arch nemesis, Dr. Doom. This is the one from the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave. And here is Victor Von Doom again from the retro carded version. Or from the retro card, I guess I should say. And one of Hasbro's early Fantastic Four releases. Here's the Mole Man. Did I say Hasbro Pulse? I just meant Hasbro, period. Here is Super Skrull Build-A-Figure from the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure wave. Look at me, I have all the powers of the Fantastic Four! And also from the Fantastic Four retro carded wave, we have Psycho Man, who seems a bit on the small side. Seems like he should be slightly larger. And there I go bumping the camera. And here we go, the last of the Fantastic Four retro wave figures, the High Evolutionary. And here he is with his creator, Stan the Man Lee. And how does he stack up to other lines? Here he is with Star Wars The Black Series, Archive Wave 501st Clone Trooper. From G.I. Joe Classified Series, here is the Hasbro Pulse Regal variant, Cobra Commander. And for some 7-inch goodness, here we have him with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Beyond. And that, my friends, does it for the comparisons. For final thoughts on the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Flame Off Human Torch, I guess that's what you call him. They just call him Human Torch. I call him Flamed Off Human Torch. This is an okay figure. I like the fact that they did a fully unflamed Johnny. There's some issues here with the face. Some paint slop, some lines from, I don't know, mold overuse maybe. I don't know. And then this glaring piece of crap right here. Not happy with that at all. I'm wondering if I can blast it with a little bit of heat and maybe just pop it off there. I definitely can't just pop it off with my poor fingernail. But for shame, Hasbro, for this to be an exclusive and this many QC issues with it, it's kind of sad. But that's my opinion. Your mileage may vary, of course. Well, that does it for the review. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting the channel through viewing. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or to help the channel out, or both. That's cool too. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks, and I'll see you next time.